Welcome back, everybody, to Job chapter 6. So we just finished with Eliphaz's response to Job, and so here Job's coming back with his response to what Eliphaz just said, which you will find in the previous video. Then Job answered and said, "Oh, that my grief were fully weighed, and my calamity laid with it on the scales, for then it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words have been rash, for the arrows of the Almighty are within me. My spirit drinks in their poison. The terrors of God are arrayed against me. Does the wild donkey bray when it has grass? Or does the ox low over its fodder? Can flavorless food be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in the white of an egg? My soul refuses to touch them. They are loathsome food to me. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant me the thing that I long for, that it would please God to crush me, that he would loose his hand and cut me off. Then I would still have comfort, though in anguish I would exult. He will not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. What strength do I have that I should hope? And what is my end that I should prolong my life? Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh bronze? Is my help not within me, and is success driven from me? To him who is afflicted, kindness should be shown by his friends, even though he forsakes the fear of the Almighty. My brothers have dealt deceitfully like a brook, like the streams of the brooks that pass away, which are dark because of the ice, and into which the snow vanishes. When it is warm, they cease to flow. When it is hot, they vanish from their place. The paths of their way turn aside. They go nowhere and perish. The caravans of Tema look. The travelers of Sheba hope for them. They are disappointed because they were confident. They come there and are confused. For now you are nothing. You see terror and are afraid. Did I ever say, bring something to me, or offer a bribe for me from your wealth, or deliver me from the enemy's hand, or redeem me from the hand of oppressors? Teach me, and I will hold my tongue. Cause me to understand wherein I have erred. How forceful are right words, but what does your arguing prove? Do you intend to rebuke my words, and the speeches of a desperate one, which are as wind? Yes, you overwhelm the fatherless, and you undermine your friend. Now therefore, be pleased to look at me, for I would never lie to your face. Yield now, let there be no injustice. Yes, concede my righteousness still stands. Is there injustice on my tongue? Cannot my taste discern the unsavory? So here Job's just giving it right back to him. Teach me, and I'll hold my tongue. Cause me to understand wherein I have erred. That's what he's asking. He doesn't want them to tell him that he sinned. He wants to tell them how he sinned, what he did that was unrighteous. What does their arguing prove? Nothing. They're just going back and forth saying what they think versus what he knows. Do you intend to rebuke my words? Are you calling me a liar? Do you intend to continue to call me a liar? Are the speeches of a desperate one which are as wind? You're not listening to me. As wind, it's going in one ear and out the other. Yield now, let there be no injustice. Concede my righteousness still stands. He's very forceful with his friends, letting them know that his righteousness is intact. He still loves the Lord. He still fears the Lord. He still isn't sinning. He is asking for death. He also says, did I ever ask you for anything? Did I even ask you to come here? Did I ever say, bring something to me? Offer a bribe for me? Deliver me? Redeem me? No, he didn't say any of that. He simply asked why. And he's saying his friends are not being good friends right now. Let's go back up here to the top. Oh, that my grief were fully weighed, and my calamity laid with it on the scales, for then it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. He's saying he has so much grief, so much pain, so much misunderstanding. He feels cut off from God, cut away from God, that the pain, the weight of the pain that he feels is more than all of the sand in the sea, all of the sand on the beaches. So he's really in pain, mentally and physically. It says the terrors of God are arrayed against me. It says, does the wild donkey bray when it has grass? Does it whine when it has food? Does it cry for food when it has food? Does the ox low over its fodder? Can flavorless food be eaten without salt? He's saying, I have no reason to lie to you. I'm not lying to you. I would not have any reason to whine about this. I am basically trying my best here to understand, and all you're doing as friends of mine, or so far it's just the one friend, we haven't got to the other shit, but all you're doing is basically beating me down, blaming me. You're not really asking me anything. You're just making accusations against me, and you should know me better than that. I feel is what Job is saying to them. You should know me better than this. You should know me better than to think that I would act this way. I mean, get back down here to the bottom. Again, teach me. I'll hold my tongue. I'll stop saying this stuff. I'll stop wishing for death. I'll stop being so upset if you can just cause me to understand what I did wrong. And a lot of times we as people, we know. Just like Job knows. We know when we do something wrong. We have that feeling inside, you know, that guilty feeling. Job's not having that. So he's going to go ahead and talk again in chapter 7, but we are going to wait to get into chapter 7. I just thought that was a very powerful chapter, especially ending with him saying, yield now, let there be no injustice, concede my righteousness still stands. He's telling them, he's begging them, he's putting it all out there on the table, like, guys, you got this wrong. So we'll see what he says in chapter 7 next time. Thanks, guys.